Hello class. I chose to do my final presentation as a movie. I have a Macintosh computer with lots of bells and whistles. They didn't really work out too well for me with RefWorks, so wanted to have some fun with the movie. What we're looking at now is Dottie's lab guide. And here's our esteemed professor right here. When I first looked at her photo, I thought this was a cane, but I was mistaken. I still have no clue what this is, but it does show that Dottie has a good smile and is very colorful. On her lab guide, you have a lot of resources that we used in our class right on her lab guide. She talked quite a bit about Smart Search coming out after the spring semester. It's new this summer compared with the InfoHawk catalog, which I really only used the InfoHawk catalog with Marianne's assignment, but I thought it was kind of a clunky way to kind of find information. It's like an advanced search. You have to decide what you're searching for, and I thought searching with Smart Search was super easy. So we could check out anything we want. I did my project on dual enrollment, and you can see, holy smokes, these are a lot of different resources that we have. This is cool. I can find a lot of different information about it. So this is a little bit about Smart Search. One thing that's kind of interesting that I didn't realize until doing this presentation is on this logo up here, if you click on libraries, it takes you to the library homepage. If you click on the University of Iowa or the Capitol, it takes you to Iowa's homepage. So they're linked by pictures. So back on the library's homepage, things that Dottie had on her lab guide, we can get to off of the main webpage here. We spent a lot of time on databases. You can get to databases through here or into the Find Resources. So you can search just by scrolling down, or you can jump to a location by typing in a letter or clicking on a letter here. We spent a lot of time doing some database presentations. I chose to begin on EBSCOhost. That was one of the ones you were assigned to. And neat thing about the EBSCOhost is that there's a lot of different journals and databases within it. So we talked a lot about ways to search in class, and this gives you a good idea of the different options you have when you search a database. This is an advanced search that it defaults to. Here's the Boolean operatives, and or not. You can choose which field you want. You don't have to. You can do kind of like the InfoHawk, where you can limit it to text. You can do keyword. If you know this information, you can do those. One thing that I used quite a bit was finding peer-reviewed. I looked at within the past 10 years of publication date. I was interested in full text, whether it was HTML or PDF. PDF was nice because I could download it to my computer. But these are all different search things that each one of us presented on. So this was EBSCOhost, great for education, for beginning your search. For my test assignment, I used APA PsycNet because it wasn't on the mental measurements database. Also available on PsycNet, you can find ebooks, the APA books, but we'll all spend a lot of time on the APA PsycNet, and similar options here for searching. I need to write a dissertation in order to get my degree, so I did spend some time for my final paper researching the different dissertations written about dual enrollment, and hopefully my dissertation 3, 4, 5 years from now will be on ProQuest dissertations and theses. But ProQuest owns quite a bit, and they have this database here that you can check things out with. So we'll go back to the University of Iowa Library home webpage. Another thing that we talked about was how to get this information to you. You can either get it through a database, or you can, if it's a book that you found through Smart Search, how do you get it to you? Well, you can request a book to be sent to your office. If the libraries don't have that in any of the campus libraries, and you need to get it outside the library system, you can get it through interlibrary loan, and the library pays for that. So just amazing how you can do all this stuff online and magically someone brings you your stuff. One thing that impressed me the most about the libraries is the info link. So if I wanted to find out if there was a journal was continuous pagination or repagination, or if I want to find maybe other full text articles on it on different journals. I could type in, this is a journal that I'll use quite a bit in my career, Journal of Research and Music Education. I know that's the name of it. I go, and here's the info link button, which is just amazing that it shows you all the different resources that Iowa has to get this. And my internet's a little bit slow here. Okay, and it shows you the dates that the different databases have, and you can even select exact issues. So you can do a little checking to see if it's continuous or repagination. So we'll go back to the Iowa's Libraries homepage. Very impressed with what I learned, so thankful I took this class, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of my presentation topics. This is RefWorks. RefWorks and I have a love-hate relationship. I loved it when it worked, and I hated it most of the time because I found out RefWorks has a program called Write and Cite, which we use to connect with Microsoft Word for our citations, and it was actually written for Macs with a PowerPC processor, and most Macs after 2006 have an Intel chip. And so I was using a program designed for different guts. So thank goodness I could run Windows on my machine so I could make Write and Cite work okay for me. But this is RefWorks' website where you first enter in all of your citations. You can get to it from refworks.com. You can also find it from the library's webpage. You can smart search it. When you log in, you have to put in your information unless you're on campus. And we all have this memorized, I'm sure. So you log in twice. You have to make sure you have permission to it. And then, super complicated password. Here I go. And all of my citations are right here. This is the first class I've used Smart RefWorks with. I have a folder, info lit review, and here's all of my citations here. It took a long time to get all of the formatting correct, but my goodness, did it make citing in the paper quite a bit easier. So the nice thing is all these citations are good to go, and the next time I write a paper using any of these citations, it'll be so easy just to click on this magic cite button, and then boom, it's put into my paper in this code, and then I click on the bibliography button and I got a magic paper. So RefWorks, a great resource. You just got to make sure you have the right setup to make it work.